Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the NECA action figure of Lambert from Alien. And yes, her head is not on the body, but it is in there. I mean, luckily it comes with two heads, so it's meant to come off. Alright, I reattached the head, and now the figure looks like it should. This figure uses the same body that we've seen for Ripley and Kane and Dallas. It's the same spacesuit. Which makes sense because they all wear, similarly designed suits in the movie. So NECA repurposing this body makes way more sense to me than, say, when they take a xenomorph and they're like, let's paint it red, now it's comic book one. Let's paint it pink, now it's a video game one. This is one of the few times where they should be repurposing the figure with a new paint job. And the paint job on this is fantastic. The use of this turquoise paint to give it the kind of rusty effect. At least exposed metal effect right here in all the little grimy corners of the shoulder pieces. Very effective. It looks great. The Lambert nameplate reads really well. It's very well painted. The details here again, the turquoise grime looks great. The dirt, you can see these vertical lines. There's a little bit of gray in there that helps. That wash helps pop it, make it look a little dirty. The sculpt on the pouches looks great. The little texture lines around the knees look good, and the pads here. Great sculpt. We've seen it before. Great paint. Well done. I like the dirty wash on the legs as well. The shoes look good. Really clean stuff. There's the butt and a little patch on the butt. The straps are really well done. The pads on the arms look good. And again, the backpack here, the valves look good. The color scheme of the little dots there. Really, really, really clean paint job on this little gray straps there. This is great. And then we get to the head. And I do think the Lambert likeness is pretty good. I've seen better from NECA, but still you get who it is, especially with the hairstyle. And they did a great job with the sculpt of the hair. And the light brown paint over the dark brown base looks good. Eyebrows look good. The eyeballs look pretty good. Didn't have a lot to compare this to in stores as a paint job snob. Didn't have a chance to. Because when I saw this in stores, there was like a million of the blue xenomorphs and a million of the other one, that weird other xenomorph from that gamer comic. I don't know. But it feels like when they ship these out, they ship out less of these than the rest. I don't know. So it's like one for every 6. Who the hell knows? Here's the alternate head. Very expressive face. I like the headpiece. The sculpt of the fabric of it looks great. The way that it bunches at the seams, the looseness of it, the wash on it really does highlight the sculpt of the fabric to it. And her face, good job to NECA for making such an expressive face. I don't really see the likeness that much, but still, God, the eyes are really well done. Eyebrows, and then the wrinkling of the forehead, the paint of the mouth, the wrinkling of the chin, the paint of the teeth. Really, really strong work. Now this figure comes with the same accessories that the other figures with this suit have come with. Namely this flashlight with a little silver thing that kind of reflects light when you move it. And the same little gun. Good texture at the handle and around the base. The red paint, really strong work. And that fits into this little holster right here, like it did on the other figures. Well, I got it in upside down, but you get the idea. And then lastly, it comes with the headpiece, which previously broke apart into 2 sections. I can still feel a separation. Yep, it does open up into 2 pieces. In theory, to help put it on the figure's head better, but it doesn't really matter. You just sort of put it on her head sideways and then turn it over, and there you go. The one thing that I find odd about this one that I've never had a problem with in the past is that it doesn't really line up to the grooves. The grooves are there, but it doesn't pop in. If it did, it'd be sticking up a bit. This is the first time I've really had a problem with these, where it's not fitting in that front groove. It's just, what the hell? I don't even know. I mean, it rests fine, but I mean, it doesn't go in well. But look, the copper base looks great. And again, the use of turquoise going around it looks really, really good. The paint on the back, really well done with the colors. And just the little details in the surface texture, just fantastic how they sculpted this. So props to NECA for that. This little tube plugs into the hole right there. And then this one plugs into the bigger hole up there. And there we go. That's how it should be. So finally here we have the figure with the flashlight in hand and the gun in the holster proper. Articulation includes a ball jointed head, the ball hinged shoulders, there's a bicep cut, and the elbow joints have kind of a limited range of motion, but they do have a swivel to them, so there's 2 swivels at the bicep and the elbow. But again, can't get much range of motion out of the arms, that's all you get. Ball joint at the wrist, there is a ball joint at the waist, and a second one mid-torso behind the chest piece there. We have the ball jointed, well, ball hinged legs, they got the big swivel. No thigh cut, but there is a swivel, well, just dropped the flashlight. There is a swivel at the bottom of the knee joint. The knee is the kind of ball hinge swivel there. And then ball jointed ankles. All in all, I like this figure a lot. I think the compression suit here looks really good. It's got a nice paint job. I think it looks just fantastic. As a fan of Alien, I like having more Nostromo crew member action figures. So yeah, right on. Dig this. Thanks for watching, everybody, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff.